Managing I-cord edge tension is always a trick because you have to use the same needles that you're working with for the rest of the project, but it's easy for that I-cord to get tight. So I have come up with a trick that keeps it nice and loose every time. So starting on the right side, so for an I-cord edge on the right side, you are working the first and last 3 stitches, and you're going to be knitting, slipping, knitting, and then on the last 3, knitting, slipping, knitting. And when you're working on the wrong side, you slip, knit, slip, and slip, knit, slip for those last 3. In doing this, you are creating a tube of knitting, which is a lovely edge if you are working, I mean, honestly, anything from garter stitch to stockinette and everything in between. And so I do love using it, especially for cowls and other things of that nature. And this is how I keep it nice and loose. So I'm going to knit on this right side, and then instead of slipping with yarn in front, which you would typically do for that I-cord, you are going to slip and wrap your yarn over the top. Now I do this because it's very similar to a brioche slip-one yarn over, and I do this because then as you come back to it on the next time, which you'll see right here, I have my yarn over and the slipped stitch. I just slip that yarn over off and knit the stitch underneath. And in doing this, I am creating an extra bit of yarn, a little bit of extra slack that then gets fed back into those I-cord stitches, helping keep it nice and loose. Now I'm just working the pattern over these center stitches. And after this make one, I will be back. If I can find my bar. Can be a bit tricky at times. Oh, this is the bar. So those slip ones, you sometimes are working into the bar of a slipped one, which also helps keep it nice and loose. So do that make one. And then I am here again at that slip one yarn over, or the slip one with yarn wrapped over the top. And I just slip off that wrap, knit the stitch, slip one and wrap the yarn over, and knit. Now, I have practiced both ways on this wrong side, but I have found it's best to simply slip this outermost stitch, not wrapping anything. And you slip that wrap, knit the center stitch, and slip one, wrap yarn over on the interior stitch only. When I did it on both the edge slip stitch and the interior slip stitch on that wrong side, since you're slipping 2 stitches, I found it was a little too loose and wobbly. Now we're to these last 3 stitches, which again can look a little bit different with that wrapped yarn over on top. You wrap the yarn over and slip. You slip off that yarn over from your second stitch, knit it, and slip the final stitch without wrapping the yarn over. And this is how you keep a nice loose I-cord edge. I'm going to show you the finished product here on the Bend in the River cowl. Do you see how this is nice and loose? It's got plenty of give on both sides of your I-cord, which is that lovely little tube that just gives it a very nice polished finish. And do you see how much give it has here? So it's really easy to get on over your head, and just makes a really lovely even edge all the way across that has give. And that's really important if you're doing this on any kind of neckline or cuffs. You want it to have plenty of give and not be tight and uncomfortable. So that is my favorite way to do an I-cord edge. And if you are interested in learning how to do the I-cord tab cast on, or how to do Bend in the River, which is this lovely cowl, I will have links below.